What is up, everyone? It is the final Friday of the regular season. Didn't that go by quick? Oh, it seems like yesterday that the season started. No, it doesn't. Not for me, at least. I know maybe for you people who just wake up, make yourself a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and wait for it to get soggy and then watch this video for 10 minutes and then, oh yeah, that was it. Not me, though. I'm sitting here in the middle of the night editing these things, trying to cook up the best lines, and fortunately for you, I am doing that because then it allows you to get things like Nikita Kucherov for 2 points at minus 105, a pretty ridiculous price. By the end of the day, it ended up at like minus 130, but that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here in the middle of the night, to make sure you're getting those premium thin-cut Deli Sniffs. Yeah, that's right. No preservatives, 100% organic, thin-cut Deli Sniffs. And that's what Kucherov was last night. It was my favorite bet of the day. It's going to be my favorite bet. As long as that is minus 115 or under, maybe we'll even get some plus on the road. That's probably my favorite bet. I don't even have to say it. I'm just going to remind you guys at the beginning of every episode. Don't bet money lines like donkeys, because just look what happened last night. The Ottawa Senators going right into Tampa Bay, beating the Lightning. The Philadelphia Flyers going into the President's Trophy building, beating them. The San Jose Sharks beating the Kraken in their last home game. I don't need to remind you that every day, and I don't need to remind you Nikita Kucherov, anything less than minus 115 is a fantastic price. And we even got that added bonus of the Braden point over 1.5 points to combine with Kucherov. So that was great. I know there were things, the clenched ass cheeks under didn't work. I know. Don't worry about it. Don't turn your back on it. The only reason you know about me in the first place is because of the mountains of cash that the clenched ass cheeks theory provided during the playoffs. So we will be clenched still. And then outside of that, we nailed the Kings, the Kempe Kopitar. There were things we got, things we did not. But here on this Friday, nothing has been decided. No division has been decided because of some of these recent results. You had the Dallas Stars. They lost last night, so now technically that division's still open. Rangers have lost 2 in a row. Now, President's Trophy's open for discussion. First in the conference is open for discussion. Tops in that division is open for discussion. If Carolina wins this game against the Blues tonight, 1 point separates those teams with 2 games left. And that's going to make for a very interesting final week of the season in every single one of these divisions, considering everything is still up in the air. So I will start with that St. Louis Blues, Carolina Hurricanes game. If you watch Carolina in their last game, they look geared up, ready for playoffs. They went into Boston, fully controlled that game against the Bruins. We know what to expect out of them come playoff time. We know what we're going to get out of any of those Brenda Moore teams. Now, on the other side, the Blues, they're the West Coast Washington Capitals at this point. They are alive, but in name only. Like, they need to win out, and Vegas needs to basically lose out. So they're hanging on by that final thread. They're missing a lot of players. Neighbors isn't going to be in this game. I believe Justin Falk is going to miss another game. Torrey Krug is questionable. So they got injuries all over the place. And with Carolina potentially smelling a little blood in the water, maybe that they can get back and win this division last second, last minute, I think they will show up to this game, especially just because the playoffs are right here and we saw that refined version of them, the one that I expect to see come playoff time, last game against the Bruins, and I think that's going to continue. I like Carolina in this game, but since we don't have the best price available, I'm going to do the same thing I did last night with the Kings. Give me the 60-minute line on the Carolina Hurricanes. I like that one. And I also like the under 2.5 goals for the St. Louis Blues. I'm going to see if Carolina can roll over that defensive performance of the last game into this game and shut down the Blues on their own home ice and effectively end their season. And looking at those player props, we know how hot that top line has been. We know that Gensel has just recorded points like a mania. Every single game, you're getting a point, 2 points, a point, 2 points. But you want to know what I like? Rather than needing 2 points from Gensel to hit plus money, I'm going to take somebody else on that line for plus money. Sebastian Aho is a pretty damn good player. His point is minus 190. His assist is like plus 120. I think that's an unbelievable value. He has great vision. He's a great passer, and he's a center. You know, with the centers, you can get that free assist where you win the face-off to the point, and then a shot goes in, gets deflected, and you just get the free point out of it. So the Sebastian Aho assist at plus money And now I will shift my focus to the Edmonton Oilers, who, as long as they take care of their own business, and I would imagine Saturday night has a huge game in store for them when they play the Vancouver Canucks. You got to think that McDavid is probably going to come back in that game. My guess is they sit him out in a winnable game at home against the Arizona Coyotes, but they trail the Vancouver Canucks by 4 points, and they have 2 games in hand. So straight up, this game on Saturday night, more or less, is going to be for the division unless they blow one of those games in hand, which is the game tonight. Could they be looking over this one? I just have a hard time believing they lose this one, and then the game on Saturday is just kind of for nothing, and then they sit McDavid out of that. It smells like they're going to win this. However, money line at this price is something we simply will not take. It's not worth it. And then my backup plan isn't even worth it. You know what my backup plan is? I did it last night with the Toronto Maple Leafs. You guys on the Patreon know that. I did the over 3.5 goals for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Why? Because the money line isn't worth it against the Devils. So we took the over 3.5. We nailed that, and Toronto lost. It's like being on the highway and avoiding the traffic, and you see everyone in the traffic I saw all those Toronto bettors on the other side as I was flying down that over 3.5 goal highway. Nobody was on the highway. I was like Chevy Chase in Vegas Vacation, and Christie Brinkley just pulled up beside me. So even the over on goals for Edmonton is not worth it, because without McDavid, you have to clear 4. I believe it was 4.5 for plus money. So the over 3.5 isn't even like minus 120. It's like minus 150. So I went perusing. I put on my monocle once again, and I looked in those player props. You want to know what I spit out? I'm going to take Leon Draisaitl over 3.5 shots on goal for plus money. Now, why do I feel good about this? Because without Connor McDavid, he shouldered more of the burden last game. If you know how Draisaitl plays, he clearly had more of an aggressive, proactive approach. And if you even think of the makeup of that line, the construction of Hyman, Nugent-Hopkins, and Draisaitl, who is the shooter? You know Hyman's posting that ass right in front of the goalie, and Nugent-Hopkins is such a pass-first guy that his assist prop in this game is at minus 125. So it's going to be Draisaitl getting the majority of the looks. We know he can shoot on the power play as well, scored a power play goal last game from that classic spot on the right side. So the over 3.5 shots on goal in a game against the Arizona Coyotes that I think they should win in, but I'm going to take my chances with over 3.5 shots on goal for Leon Draisaitl in that game versus the Yotes, the Utah Yotes, as it may be in a year or two from now. Now I'm going to go over to Vegas, where they just seem to watch the Kings game, and then whatever the Kings do, they do. All right, wait. The Kings lost to Anaheim? No, then we're mailing it in. We're going to lose as well. Oh, wait, Kings won? Okay, it's our turn to step up. I'm going to take the Vegas Golden Knights to win this game, especially after Bruce Cassidy called them out. One of their team leaders, Jonathan Marchessault, called them out. You're going to see them play well. They're going to be able to score some goals at home. I was leaning towards their team total. I'm actually completely cool with that. I like the Golden Knights to win this game. And looking through those player props, yeah, I'm tempted by Eichel. Yeah, I'm tempted by Marchessault. I'm tempted by all that. But you want to know a better value for me? Plus money, registered points in a few straight games, playing defense on their top power play. That's Noah Hannafin. Just signed that extension, ready to get another point for the 3rd straight game. He's got 4 points in 4 games. Not sure if Pietrangelo, what his deal is, but he hasn't been playing. Theodore's not the top power play defenseman anymore. So as long as they're sticking with Noah Hannafin, I'm taking his plus money point. It nailed the last 2, and I'm hoping it nails once again in the game that I'm going to pick the Golden Knights to win in. And then lastly, this is something that I've been talking about recently, a game between 2 teams who are completely out of it. And I'm not talking about the Sharks and the Kraken, where there's a true lack of high-end talent. Weirdly enough, these Flames and these Ducks, they have high-end talented players. The teams just aren't good. Ottawa, they aren't a good team. They have high-end players. There are teams like this in the league, with neither of these teams having anything to play for. And you saw how this matchup went like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago in Calgary. I'm giving you the full green light. On your mark, get ready, set, go. Let your 2-point combos fly. Let that fly. Let your line mate point props fly. I will take every single one I'm about to tell you. the Carlson point with the Terry assist, the Zegras assist with the Vetrano point, the Huberdeau assist with the Sharon Govich point, the Kuzmenko assist with the Kadri point. Actually, both of them for a point because they can both score. Both of them for 2 points, Kadri and Kuzmenko. They nailed that 2 games ago against San Jose. We wouldn't have done that last night because the Kings had things to play for, and we got the good defensive version of the Kings. Kings need the points. We stay away from that. 2 teams with nothing to play for other than racking up some points in a meaningless game. Let's take a calculated sniff. Yes, theoretically, this means I'm taking the over. But to me, the over is just... I've always looked at the over as a waste of money. If it's going to go over, I'm going to nail things that are way higher paying than simply saying, this game's going to go over. This video is going to go over because I'm done with it right now. It's over right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the full season. We still got a couple days left, Monday through Thursday. Good luck to you. Better luck to me. Do me a favor. Make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Click the notifications. Do anything that will help this godforsaken algorithm so my daily videos, maybe playoffs next season, can start hitting up over 10K. That would be great. Very much appreciated. If you want all the parlays that I'm going to rip for this game, I know I just said a bunch in a row for the Anaheim game, but I will try to concoct some other ones for the other games. Those will be available on my Patreon. I always leave the link down below. It's patreon.com/AndyFrancis. You'll also see my face on a $100 bill at the end of the video. You can click on that and it will take you there. And I always leave the new sign-up links down below. Like if you guys have never joined a sportsbook, I always leave the promotions that OddsShopper gave me so that when you guys do sign up, you at least get their best promotion. And also, I will have my weekend picks available on the Patreon like always. So if you want those, make sure you subscribe over there. Once again, it's patreon.com/AndyFrancis. All right, guys, I will see you on Monday.